All right, here we are again, guys. This is Group 13. We've got Glenn, Lisa, and Tammy here to present, so I'll go ahead and turn the time on over to them. You're up, guys.
Thank you, Brother Gage. So today our group is going to talk about Lesson 9, which is Multi-Hospital System and Vertically Integrated Healthcare Network. It also talks a little bit about group purchasing organizations. While we were reading Lesson 9, we came across new terms that kept reoccurring, so we wanted to bring those to your attention before we get started. In order to understand the subjects in this lesson, we thought it would be best to explain to you ahead of time the definition of the two terms that we learned, which are horizontal integration and vertical integration. To briefly explain, horizontal integration is basically when a company acquires or merges with another company in the same industry at the same level of the value chain. Vertical integration is when a company acquires or merges with another company that increases the current company's business activities and adds to their marketable value. Now I'm going to turn the time over to Lisa to talk about multi-hospital systems.
Okay, thank you, Tammy. Now I will explain the definition of what a multi-hospital system is. As the slide states, we're on slide 3. By the way, sorry about that. As the slide states, multi-hospital systems have various types of individual facilities under a consolidated or cooperative management structure. Slide 4, please. Slide 4 further explains more about what a multi-hospital system is. A multi-hospital system is any combination
Lisa, you there? Did we lose you?
We might have lost her. I can pick it up. If you can hear us, Lisa, let us know if you get back on. A multi-hospital system is any combination of 2 or more acute care facilities under one ownership entity. Also, as systems grow through acquisition or more facilities and/or through expansion, they experience benefits, economies of scale, etc. That result from this ownership model. Third, the multi-hospital systems may be either for-profit or not-for-profit. And finally, a horizontal integration is the formation of multi-hospital systems from hospitals that were previously freestanding. Slide 5.
Hey, Lisa, can you hear us now?
Yes, I'm so sorry I lost you.
No problem.
May I continue?
Yep, you're on slide 5.
Slide 5, you got it. Now let's describe the role of physicians and hospitals in a multi-hospital system. Multi-hospital systems owner-provider organizations such as hospitals, clinics, physician group practices, and more. Some multi-hospital systems also manage provider organizations under contract for other entities. And not all multi-hospital systems are integrated healthcare networks because they do not operate their own health insurance companies. Slide 6, please. The slides show many examples of multi-hospital systems given to us from our reading in Lesson 9. I won't read each one, but please take a moment to look them over to see if you recognize any of the major systems in your own area. Now I'd like to turn the time over to Glenn to present Vertically Integrated Healthcare Network.
All right, thank you. Slide number 7, please. All right. The definition I found on the internet for a vertically integrated healthcare system states that it is an organization that, through ownership or formal agreements, vertically aligned healthcare facilities, programs, or services in order to offer a coordinated continuum of healthcare to a defined geographic population, and that is willing to be held responsible clinically and fiscally for the health status of the population. Vertical integration involves grouping organizations that provide different levels of care under one management umbrella. It is based on an unified ownership. It offers, either directly or through others, a broad range of patient care and support services. It aims to be better at cost efficiency, quality care, and a focus on population health. Alliances be formed between physicians, primary care providers, physical hospitals, organizations, management service organization, etc. Health plans or health maintenance organizations, academic medical centers, long-term care facilities, home care facilities. And let's see, there's, I guess, slide 8, please. There we go. Vertically integrated healthcare networks include the following terms. Has physicians who are employed or are on contract to them. Number 2, owns or manages providers, organizations, and owns one or more captive health insurance companies. Vertical integration equals physicians plus hospitals plus insurance plans equals under a single common corporate structure. It is important to note all integrated healthcare networks are multi-hospital systems. Not all multi-hospital systems are integrated healthcare networks because they do not operate their own health insurance companies. Slide 9, please. Now let's describe the role of the physicians, hospitals, and health insurance in a vertically integrated healthcare network. The formula is ownership of facilities plus physicians plus health insurance under a single corporate umbrella and structure. Slide 10. Let's see. Okay. Slide 10 gives example the top 25 integrated healthcare networks listed in our reading in lesson 9. Please take a moment to look them over and see if you recognize any of them in your area.
It's a little hard for us to see. Is there any that you guys recognize from your own area?
I've read a lot about Intermountain Healthcare.
That happens to be my facility.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Kaiser in my area, but I didn't see them on the list.
Yeah, I would think they would be on there. Any other ones?
Let me see.
Lisa or Glenn, do you recognize any? I don't.
I can barely see the
It's a
screen.
little bit hard to see the names.
Yeah.
I'm going off my iPhone, but let me see. Shoot.
Maybe Mercy Health on the West Coast. I've heard of them.
I think Mercy is really popular on the East Coast as well.
East? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So I will now turn the time over to Tamara.
Okay.
Take over a brief thing about group purchasing organization.
Thank you. Slide 11, please. Okay. So before we close our presentation, I thought we should briefly go over one of the main reasons why a hospital might want to form a multi-hospital system type plan. As multi-hospital systems were formed, they learned that if they aggregated their purchases of supplies and technology, they could command larger discounts from manufacturers and suppliers. The first group purchasing organization was formed in 1910 by the Hospital Bureau of Suppliers. Hospital Bureau of New York. Today, 90% of all community hospitals participate in at least one GPO, and 90% of all not-for-profit, non-governmental hospitals participate in some form of group purchasing. In 1994, HIGPA, or the Health Industry Group Purchasing Association, was formed, and in 2011, the name of this organization was changed to HSCA, or Healthcare Supply Chain Association. Thank you for your time in watching our presentation. We hope you have enjoyed and learned some valuable points and differences in multiple hospital systems. We will turn the time back over to Brother Gage.
Thank you. Very good. You ready for a couple questions?
We're ready.
Okay. Let's just go with Tammy. That last slide you're talking about, you mentioned a bit about group purchasing. What are some advantages of group purchasing? What are some disadvantages of group purchasing for hospital networks?
And what was the last part of that?
Oh, just for hospital networks. Hospital networks.
Well, discounts are probably the best advantage. When you have multiple hospitals, they can negotiate better pricing for supplies. Negative, let me think what a negative would be for group purchasing. I don't remember reading a negative for group purchasing.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a good thing, discount for each of the hospitals.
Why wouldn't a McDonald's and Burger King want to buy their patties from the same place?
Oh yeah, because they're getting the same supplies, possibly different pricing. It's the same product to the client. So that would be a negative to buy the same product and offer it to everybody.
That's kind of the one thought that I had is, how are you going to differentiate yourself from other hospitals within your area if you offer the same services, same products as them?
Okay.
Not necessarily a right or wrong answer, but that's just one thought that I had with it.
No, that's good information.
Yeah, that was a good thought.
Okay, so for anybody who can just very simply, we're talking maybe elementary to junior high level, describe what vertically integrated healthcare network is versus other healthcare networks.
You guys want me to start, or you guys want to chime in?
You're welcome to start.
We learned that, I can't think of the term, but single structure or standard structure, and then you move into a multi-hospital system, which only includes the physician and the hospital. And then you have the vertically integrated, which includes the health plan in its form. So you have the hospital, the physician, and the health plan.
And so if you guys were administrators over a hospital, would you be more inclined to want to be in a multi-hospital system? Or not?
As opposed to the vertical integrated health work?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I would think that they would both be good, but with the vertically integrated healthcare network I think it's a nice advantage too. They also own the insurance companies, so that would be a good thing as well.
I think that there's more that goes along with it because you have to throw in the whole insurance side of everything. But one point that stood out to me, I can't remember who it was that mentioned it or the exact statistic, but you had mentioned that a very high percentage of, was it nonprofits, do use a multi-hospital system. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be interesting to reflect on why a nonprofit would choose to go that direction with it as to maybe a for-profit one. But very good. I appreciate your input on that. Is there anything any of you three would like to add before I let you go?
No, this was a good lesson to learn.
Yeah, we learned a
Yeah.
lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being able to share it with everybody. It can be somewhat of a difficult topic to cover. As straightforward as it might seem, it can be a little bit hard to cover. So I think this will be really good for all the students to be able to see and get a good grasp, a good foundation of as we go into the next lesson. So I appreciate your guys' hard work on this. And well done. Very good job.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, you
Yes.
Bye. Hey.
All right. That was it. Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye.